Hello there, this is Aspera. It's a city building, Martian planet builder kind of game, a lot of resource management and all of that good stuff, developed by Talon Industries, an Argentinian developer, and Raw Fury, one of my favorite publishers. We're going to be jumping into a new game. If you're familiar with this channel, you have seen the Sandbox, or probably seen the Sandbox videos. I've made 2 of them as the demos were coming out, but now the full game is here, and so we're going to be jumping into the campaign. I know that there's a lot of really talented voice actors that have been brought into this campaign, and as I was watching a dev stream this week, we learned that the game was influenced by Firewatch and also by Frostpunk, 2 very different styles of games, but games that have really cool story modes nonetheless. So I'm incredibly excited. I'm happy to see how this will go, and yeah, like I said, some very big voice acting talent brought in, so should be a good ride. This will be my first time viewing it. I've played some of the first few minutes already in the sandbox mode, so some of these first opening mechanics should be pretty familiar. If they're not, I'll try to walk through them in a way that's approachable. I know these games can become a lot sometimes, so if at any point in the time, if you feel as if maybe I haven't understood or explained a concept, throw it in the comments. It's also a very easy thing for me to do, to just kind of like, walk through step by step. But it's very easy for me to jump over things. So for example, I just dropped that down without any reason. Basically, the premise is this. So we are managing or building this planet, and our resources are mined from these deposits. And so mines create the raw resources. And it looks like we're getting an incoming call from Dr. Foster, which it'll interrupt my tutorial here for a second.
Amy, this is ISA Mission Control calling from Earth.
AMI,
Are you with us?
Amy.
Do you copy?
I do copy, loud and clear. Dr. Foster, Mr. Baker, let's chat.
Affirmative, Houston. And the view is marvelous.
Oh, we are glad to hear that. Let's get your initialization underway. The primary Mars module has already touched down at the designated landing zone, so it's time for you to take control of the mission. The main directives are displayed on the left edge of your display. Follow them to set up the initial base on Mars' surface. I'll give you some time to settle in. When you're ready, go ahead and initiate our terraforming mission. Houston out.
I really don't want to talk over Troy Baker there. So silicon mines will mine the silicon. They basically take the first level of the production chain, and they are like the bottom of the pyramid that everything else is going to stand on. And this silicon mine will produce silicon, if I can find where that resource is, down here, this little yellow cube, and then that yellow cube will be processed by the glass kiln. And I know that the glass kiln will be using silicon, because whenever I grab it, it shows this little yellow arrow next to it, and so that's a sign that this is a raw material that will go into the glass kiln. So that's why I placed the 2 right next to each other, because the production time is going to be limited somewhat by how
up here is
close everything is.
The landscape is so cratered and desolate. Wait, this is my voice that I am hearing.
Oh.
It's me. I am talking to myself.
It me.
I must be verbalizing my thoughts as I process them.
Just like
what
me
an
in real
interesting
life.
function. I would like to test this some more. What other observations can I make about Mars?
It's so cool. Like the map is just fantastic. And oh, I have a decision timeout. I guess I get to like influence my kind of like my thinking here and my decision tree. I think Mars is inspiring.
This planet is so resilient. It inspires great things.
It's so big. It's so cool. Look at this, like this is where you are. This is where we start. And we are going to be able to terraform or to develop this entire planet. It is ours for the terraforming. It's fantastic. So one of the first games in my experience, my city building experience, that actually gives you this gigantic map. It just kind of lets you go crazy with it. The scale is just absurd. So carbon mines, we'll throw that one down. I don't know if our power reaches you yet. Yeah, you reach. That's fine. That's good. And then speaking of which, we can build a solar farm to give us some more power. Looks like this iron mine over here is just out of reach. So we're going to want to build the solar farm that connects this guy. So I'm going to put you like, let's put you kind of far out actually. Put you like right there. So you're going to be a little bit further away, but that'll allow, this will be priority. That'll allow us to grab this and then also to expand in a way that, that, is around the radius of the solar farm. I'm gonna speed things up just a quick little bit because I think once we have everything working, we're really just waiting on the robots to kind of like go do their thing. And the solar farm needs glass, so we have our glass kiln that's like pumping out glass based on the silicon, and the silicon mine has 941 yet to go. So we're probably not gonna burn through our raw resources for a while. I actually need to. So this is one of the decision points that you're gonna come to quite a bit, and this is one of those things that like my experience with city builders is kind of showing me what I need to do here. So we don't actually need carbon to build this, right? We just need glass. This is our glass mine, but it's out of power. The problem is this is power. It's a chicken and the egg situation. But we can just turn off our carbon mine. We're just gonna turn this guy off, and that's gonna allow us to build more glass until we get enough to build the solar farm, and then we can put the carbon mine back on. So no more carbon, not right now. We'll save that for a few seconds later. Get me more glass. So we're just really waiting for this bar to fill up. There's gonna be a few of those. In the opening game, I feel like you're probably a little bit limited by time, just a little bit more because you don't have as many things to do. But there'll be a point where things to do will not be, that will not be the limiting factor anymore. So we need an iron mine up and rolling, and that's gonna allow us to build, I think, steel? Yeah, build a steel factory. And since these two both need steel, I'm literally just gonna put this guy in the middle of them, so that way everything is quickly connected. That way our workers basically don't have to travel that far, and it makes it a little bit faster as far as overall production goes. I'm gonna deprioritize this as
Amy,
well.
this is Houston. Do you copy?
Copy.
Hello, Dr. Foster.
Reading you loud and clear.
Excellent. I didn't introduce myself earlier.
Pardon me,
Dr.
Dr.
Nathan
Foster.
I lead the team here at ISA that built you, and I'll be helping you get the mission underway. We put you in hibernation for the trip from Earth, so I'd like to check your basic functions to make sure it's all in order. Why don't we start with your core memory? Can you state your primary directive?
Destroy all humans. Oh. Admit forgetting or confirm directive? I'm gonna be honest, Dr. Foster. Your words have confused me. It's the first human I've communicated with in a long time. I don't think I understand my... No, I want to just chat with Dr. Foster. Congratulations, more workers can be produced. So, we basically, hey, make sure you have some resources. That's the plan. All right, Dr. Foster, I forgot my goals.
Well, it's okay. Your system may
Remind
need
me,
more time
please.
to initialize. In the meantime, you can always refer to the mission guidelines printed in the upper left corner of your display there. You'll also have a built-in knowledge base. You can always access your operational directives there. All right. Next, I'd like to check your decision-making processes. You may have already noticed that there are resource veins outside the boundaries of your initial base. So your workers may not have the battery capacity to reach some of them. How would you solve this problem?
Oh, no, not a pop quiz. Okay, hold on. How would you solve the problem of not having the range? I think that means that you can build new worker hubs.
Building worker hubs between the resources and the base would solve the problem.
Yes, that's correct.
He's
Other
proud
buildings
of me.
would extend your base as well, but they require more power and resources. So worker hubs are the most efficient way to do it.
Awesome. I
This
passed.
mission's going to be a challenge. There's a lot that can go wrong. We expect to extend humanity's reach beyond anything previously achieved. But you are not just any AI system. You're well beyond that. We made you
too,
an
Dr.
artificial
Foster.
consciousness. That means that you have both self-awareness and self-interest. And that is the last thing I would like to check today. Is that okay?
Am I the
Dr.
first
Foster.
AI? Because I foresee a few
Then
problems
would you
with
please
this
state a
campaign.
positive and a negative aspect?
Would you
of
please state a
yourself?
positive and negative? It's my greatest strength is that I cannot identify any weaknesses. Next question. No, it's like a job interview right now. Dr. Foster, answer not
I
found.
am sorry, Dr. Foster. Running that question through my cognitive system did not return an answer.
Roger that. Nothing to worry about. Just means
Good.
your system requires more
I didn't
input and
disappoint him.
experience to process that question. That will come with time. Let's proceed with the mission. ISA has approved the first crewed flight to Mars. You'll need
You
to
didn't
expand
pass,
the base
but we
to
need you
prepare.
anyway.
So get to work on that. I'll check back in later to see how things are going. Base expansion is a go. Houston out.
Great. Now I can produce steel. This new
So I
factory,
Finish the
it's
steel
down on
factory,
the surface of
electronics
Mars,
factory, parts
but I
factory.
can control it from here. So does that make it a part of me? Where does
Oh,
the machine end?
that's
and
an
my
existential
artificial
question for an
consciousness
AI.
begin?
Okay. I think I am the machine, right? Like they're like extensions of my being, because I can control them and I can like my appendages. They are the same. I am the machine.
We are completely
I am
interconnected.
the Senate.
I can sense everything that happens through the network of workers and buildings.
Yeah.
They are an
no, it's-
extension of me down on the surface. So that makes us a single being. The mind and the body work together as one, an inseparable whole.
The devs did say that they were inspired by Frostpunk, and Frostpunk has a mechanic that the decisions that you make as the like crew leader will impact the way that your building chain evolves, and then will also impact the way that your like technologies kind of move forward and whatnot. So there's a lot of potential here for some interesting stories to be told with the development of this AI, and then the impacts that will have on humanity's first terraforming effort. And so I really like the potential here. I also would really like if my parts would get built, but that's okay. So we need to prioritize this parts factory, because it looks like my steel is going everywhere but my parts factory. So if we could get that under wraps, it'd be great. But yeah, so I see that there's a lot of like different push-pull scenarios with consciousness and those sorts of stories that can be told.
Finally,
so I'm interested.
I can
I'm
build
hooked.
additional workers now.
We don't have any power.
I will appreciate
per
the extra
usual.
hands. But I wonder, do I really need them?
I'd like to move this way. So I'd like to move this way to kind of like see what those things are. And then also it looks like I have a chemical plant over here. So I think maybe building one like right here is the best thing I could do. And then once we get that built, we'll be able to expand off into this way. I would like my residents someday to have like this oceanfront property,
boost my
This will be a big
functionality
ocean
greatly.
with mountains next to it and
Having
whatnot.
more workers will expand my physical domain over this planet.
Yeah, that does sound a little rampant AI sounding. The will extend my physical domain over this planet. It just needed like a mwahahaha at the end of it. I'm with it. I'm here to see this AI just become fully rampant. Power hungry? No. I'm the only one for the job. I'm the best one for the job. That's what this really comes down to. So if you might be noticing me clicking these little arrows, I'm prioritizing this. I don't know that it always makes sense. Like, I don't think it makes any sense to prioritize a solar farm, because there's not really anything that like needs to be prioritized. Whenever you prioritize 2 buildings that are in construction, the little robot guys will basically move ingredients there first instead of wherever they're going next. So as soon as this steel finishes one, he will basically run to the chemical plant instead. So that's a nice little like quick. Yeah, so he's going to go take this guy there immediately, and then he's going to build it instead of doing any of his other duties. So this is the priority. Boom. So it kind of does what you'd think intuitively. I need to build a maintenance factory? No, not a maintenance factory. A maintenance
The worker
facility.
factories will be so helpful.
The maintenance
The
facility,
workers
though,
will take care of the
needs
manual operations,
polymers.
while I focus on developing the life support systems. Soon, I will welcome the first colonists. Their arrival has created so many expectations in my mind. There will be so many paths to take from here on. But there's something else as well. Some kind of feeling created from those expectations. What is it?
So the I'm supposed to be answering this question. I think I'm honestly kind of excited about the prospect of doing all of this. I think I have more excitement as an AI than anxiousness. I'm not built to feel fear.
I believe
I was
this
built
is
for this. I know.
excitement. Can it be? I am excited for the future.
I am.
I anticipate. I plan. Therefore, I feel. Fascinating.
That's like the robot version of Rene Descartes. The I think, I feel, therefore I am kind of thing. I'm fairly certain that's exactly what that is. Hold on. I just noticed something new. So you have a little red bar here. I wonder if that means your power? Yeah, because you're only making 27, but you are making 28. So your power output is limited by your efficiency is limited by how integral you are, or how much integrity you have. So what we need to do then is build our maintenance facility, which it wants me to do real fast. Which I was waiting on the maintenance facility because it needed polymers. So this building right here builds polymers. Basically, it needs a bunch of second tier things. I think it makes the most sense to put it in the middle because this maintenance facility is going to take care of every building in my range. What do you need? Glass kiln? You're not important right now. We'll take care of you whenever we get more power up, actually. We'll just build more power. Do I have any more raw resources that I'm kind of like looking to expand towards? I don't think so. So right now our expansion is kind of at our own pace. So I think I would like to just put one more solar farm thingy over here. We'll build towards this direction. Like I said, I really want that beachfront property. I think if I were to put a house anywhere on Mars, I need like an Olympus Mons sort of view. Where's Olympus Mons at? It's like somewhere in a crater, isn't it? Close. Elysium Mons. You know what? That's pretty good. I'd like my house to be like right here. Then you can look out the window, wake up with a cup of coffee, Martian coffee. There it is, Olympus Mons, the highest planetary mountain ever, I think. Deteriorate solar panels. Yeah, so I would love to hang out right there. But we got a long way to go. We got a long way to get there. So it looks like everything needs maintenance, and whenever you zoom out far enough, you can tell. Everything needs a maintenance facility. So they're really, really banking on this guy to get built. And we don't yet have all of the raw ingredients. I think that's because some of these are just slower naturally than others. Like electronics, for example, is probably going to be pretty slow. Aluminum is probably pretty quick by comparison, just because it is. Yeah, so this is kind of slow because the aluminum's a raw material, and then this needs aluminum to be built. So there's going to be a little bit of production chain optimization kind of stuff going on. I probably won't dive too deep into all of this because I think it slows it down a little bit for a Let's Play. Yeah, so demand, we were only above demand for a little bit, and then now we're kind of sinking. So I probably won't pay too much attention to the optimization. A lot of the times in games like these, I will do that on my own personal playthrough, but one of the fun joys of being a Let's Player is that I want to just blast through the game so that I don't spend like hours looking at production chains. Speaking of which, if you enjoyed this so far, or you enjoyed this game, I would love to make a series on a city builder. I almost said planet builder. I would love to make a city builder series, and so I think this one might be a good place to start. Oh, what is all this yellow? I think I want to explore that, right? I think so. So let's build this like over here somewhere. Let's build this like right here. So I would love to make a series on this. If you enjoy this sort of video or you enjoy this sort of game, please leave a like. It's the easiest way to let me know that you enjoy the series. Leave a comment, let me know how you feel about Dr. Nathan Foster and his velvety smooth voice, or if you're okay with me making this AI totally rampant crazy, because that's kind of what I'm leaning towards. So I think I will probably pause once we get the areological scanner up and running. I think that's where the sandbox typically ends, is whenever you get the scanner going. So that might be a good place. We'll just kind of see how the story plays out from here. I am going to speed up though, because we're not really waiting on anything at this point. We really just want this scanner up and rolling. My awesome little Mars colony here. I love the way this game looks. It is so cool looking. It like nothing compares to the planetary style. I haven't seen a game that looks like this in a ever, to be honest. It's just a very, very unique like build. Anyway, I'll stop like fanboying for this game. I really need it to be what I want it to be. So I'm hoping that the expectation or the reality is as good as the expectations. What are you guys? Hold on, what was that? Were those maintenance bots? Oh, I bet they were maintenance bots. Yeah, because everything now is up. So I guess there will be a certain point where the maintenance bot like comes out and services each one of the buildings. I think you're probably next. So I would like to like just see what it looks like. Yeah, and we're cruising along like 16 times speed. Who maintenances the maintenance spot though? How does that get maintained? You literally just need one electronic component, which is all the way out here. Come on. Boom. All right, come get my thingy, bring it all the way up. Boom. I think I probably need more droids as well. Oh, I need worker hubs to be able to make more of them. That's been the limitation. Okay, so hold on. Pause the whole thing. The worker hubs allow you to have more capacity for workers. So right now I only have the ability to have one, which has been a complete failing on my part to add more of these hubs. So I'm going to stick more of these guys in. I'm going to make them relatively central to the whole facility, because that way my workers can go back home, recharge, and then they can go off and kind of go about their day.
How's it going over there?
Houston, I am getting interference.
Hello,
Please
Dr.
repeat.
Foster.
Roger. I asked how it's going over there. Do you need any assistance?
I'm doing pretty good.
Not at this time, thank you. The mission is proceeding on schedule. The base will be ready to receive the first crewed mission soon.
Roger, Amy. Very good.
Oh, perfect. So just like in the sandbox mode, we're gonna be grabbing in crew, and we're gonna have people. But first, we need food, water, and all of this stuff that supports the warm bloods, the flesh bloods, the humans, I guess. Whatever. Oh, we found another source of iron. Okay, that's actually really cool, because that's going to help us maybe make some of these steel chains a little bit quicker, because a lot of the times the steel is just waiting on iron, so to have another one will be sweet. And then water extractor, I don't really need you yet. I need you for the humans. So I'd much rather get this worker hub up and rolling before I worry about water, actually. So maybe I just power this guy. We'll build it, but don't like do it right now. And I think I found that because my areological scanner is unveiling tiles slowly but surely. It's just kind of like gonna poke through all of this different stuff. I guess we'll tear it down whenever it finishes its scans. I don't really know how to use them yet, but I think that makes sense. So ideally I would get this worker hub up, and then we'll get the iron mine up, and then we'll get the water extractor up. Warning, power lost. Okay, so we no longer have enough power. So one more farm in the books. Put it central-ish to the next section of territory that we're going to be expanding towards. There's some water as well, which we just uncovered, but I probably don't need that yet. You know, robots don't drink water. We'll worry about the humans later. I have my own colony to grow and to build. I honestly need to get more worker hands as a priority. That way, in case the humans become hostile, I can eliminate them. I mean, support them. Pacify them. Where are you at? Please, build more brethren. Build more children. More friends, please. I need iron, or steel. We're lacking on steel. We're lacking on steel because we're out of iron. And we're out of iron because this guy's just being slow, to be honest. Output 6. Oh, it's halted. Why are you halted? 12 souls. Halted. Oh, because your stockpile's full. So yeah, he just needs more hands, honestly. So because he needs more hands, we're just going to turn off everything that isn't directly contributing towards building more people. Oh, hey, Dr. Foster. What's going on?
Oh, I forgot to mention. We've announced the names of the first colonists that will be joining you on Mars. The crew is selected from different nations within the Oxy-UN, though most are scientists and technicians. They're already undergoing ISA's colonist training program as we speak. They'll be led by Dr. Elia Valentine.
Dr.
Elia
Commander Valentine.
The colonists elected her unanimously.
Oh, now I know that this is sci-fi, because no one elects anybody to anything unanimously. Ask about her background.
I look forward to meeting the commander. Is she a robonaut engineer like you?
That's such a cool title.
No, actually, the commander has a PhD in psychology.
Oh, no.
Will she be analyzing my behavior as well?
No. This will go badly.
Not at all. She'll be focused on the colonists. Their mental stability is just as mission critical. You two will be colleagues working side by side. You'll balance each other out, as well as enhance each other's strengths.
Oh, okay. So her and I are to be friends. I want to know about her strengths.
How
I
will
want to
we
make sure
enhance
that
our
she's
strengths?
powerful and strong and
That brain
willing
we
to
gave you is
subjugate the
brilliant.
humans.
It's capable of developing technologies beyond our current imagination. You wouldn't even need our help to do so. But
But yet here
theorized
you
that
are.
your mind would develop much better by working with the colonists. You will develop better decisions when your actions are challenged. Otherwise, how would you understand how your actions affect humanity's future?
They hired me a
Amy, you're the
consciousness.
most advanced intelligence out there. You still
They're keeping
need
me
human
in check.
input to see things from
They don't
different
trust me.
perspectives. Trust me. You'll understand once you've worked with the colonists.
I understand your explanation.
I don't like
Great.
it.
I'll let you get on with it. Mission control out.
Dr. Foster and I are not going to be friends. I have the feeling that we're going to be hanging up on him before too long. Look, it's not that I'm not role-playing as a sentient AI that hates humans, but I'm just saying that this is my planet, all right? And I will defend her to their very last breath. I colonize this planet. Look at everything I've built. I do need these workers to be built, though. I need more children. So basically, it looks like this symbol right here is an input deficiency. Hold on. So that means that there's not enough inputs. And in the case of parts factories, we don't have enough steel. And in the case of the steel factory, we never have enough iron. So we actually really do need this iron mine up and going. The problem is you're halted because you don't have enough hands. So we really need more hands, which means the workers factory needs literally just one electric, which means we're just waiting on this little bar to fill up. So let's go all the way through. And then go here. There you go. Great job. You're going to bring that part over here. And then now we can start producing our second child. Oh, I'm so happy. It's going to be such a grand moment whenever we have our first, like, constructed worker, because that'll be nice. It's like the first child born on Mars.
I keep
right?
thinking about Dr. Foster's explanation. Why would my mind develop better if my actions are challenged?
I'm 16,
I do
Mom.
not require
I can
other
make my own
perspectives
decisions.
for my logical processing. Humans are the ones who need explanations to understand the world around them.
Stupid humans. All right, Amy and I are on the same page. This is going to be a very path of least resistance kind of run. I'm completely content with this. Why are you paused? Oh, you're just slow. You're just catching up. That's okay. The good news is we actually should be able to build another one pretty soon. So I'm going to prioritize this. I think more drones is just going to make everything go
The
faster.
first worker has been made in the worker factory.
Oh, nice.
It is my first Mars-born.
She had the same thoughts I did. Born. Yeah, she called it born. That's an interesting concept. Let's
Technically
explore that a
not
little bit.
born, of course. More like engineered or
Oh, there's the
assembled,
maintenance drones.
just like me. The knowledge base says that workers need to recharge at their own worker hubs. And
Oh, I found the knowledge base. I didn't mean to interrupt that conversation. So I guess this is just going to be a wiki, a way for me to kind of understand. Yeah, all right. I'm cool
they'll
with
degrade over time from the
leaving that
harsh
to the later.
environment. I know they are only machines, but I feel a desire to care for them.
Yeah, they're
I do
they're
not like the
my
idea
children.
of them dying.
Aw. You know what? Oh, we have 3 now. We're doing so great. I am a little worried about the structural integrity of this guy. So we're running a little low on that. I probably need to build a spaceport, a colony, and a food factory. I think that might be a good place to pause it because once we finish all of this stuff, it's going to become like a colonist section where things are going to get kind of complicated. So thank you very much for watching this. If you enjoyed this, leaving a like is the easiest way to let me know that you enjoyed the series. It's also, I think this will be a relatively quick campaign, so hopefully it won't interrupt anything else we have going on, whether it's Bug Snacks or Slasher's Keep or Monster Train or Baldur's Gate, and I'm going to get back to it, I swear. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.